Hello folks, today I'm going to be going over another simple mechanic. Today's going to be a life skill. I'm going to be going over my one and only favorite life skill that I do absolutely nothing for. It is fishing. I have spent far too long fishing, and I know probably very little about it. But it's just that simple. To start fishing, all you need is a fishing pole and a body of water. If you're planning on just AFK fishing, I'd always recommend a bow-nose fishing rod. They have that auto fishing time reduction. And all you need to do to start fishing is press space. You'll see up top here that we have some different colored fish. These get auto thrown out when we're auto fishing. Typically I can fish for 10 to 12 hours at a time if I'm on the blue fish. And we just wait and keep going. There usually fishes after 3 minutes. You do nothing. You don't have to wait for anything. As you can see above some people's heads over here, this guy and these people over here, they have fish on their reel. And I just got one too. You can catch a fish pretty quickly. If you want to do nothing, you can just sit here, wait, do nothing, and it'll automatically pull the fish in. We used to have a little timer here for us, but it looks like they don't anymore. But there it is. I guess it's right under there. It tells you that auto fishing restarts in 3 minutes if no action is taken. So if we were to wait 3 minutes, reduced by some bonuses such as pets and food, then we would automatically catch the fish. But if you want to pull the fish in right now and do active fishing, you just tap your spacebar again, play this little mini game, try to get in the blue, and then you gotta hit the letters in a certain order in a certain time. You got your fish. And while you're active fishing, these little buttons here do nothing. These are only for auto fishing. Fish can be semi-profitable, but they're not incredibly potent. A lot of people fish for just getting the experience. They fish for fairy shards that can be used to turn in fairy. Yeah, these are here, the Layla's petals. A lot of people fish for relic shards. They sell for usually about $1 a piece, or you can combine 5 to get some memory fragments. It's not an incredibly potent activity, just something that you don't have to worry about. You don't have to play the game, and it's just kind of always going for you. Your fishing clothes that you can get, as with any life skill, it helps you with, well, you guessed it, fishing. As with the ability tab on your character screen, there is a fishing tab, and this cuts down the time on drawing in the fish, not the AFK fishing time. So the time for it to tell you to active fish again. So the only things that reduce auto fishing time are a certain food and polar bears. And polar bears are not the easiest pets to come by. They do not stack. This has been tested. They do not stack. Their special ability is auto fishing time reduction. From what I can tell, at tier 4 it is about a 25 to 30% reduction. That's to be confirmed though. While you are active fishing, you do have to recast your pole every time. During auto fishing, you can walk away from your computer for hours and hours at a time without having to worry about it. When you do get a couple of fish, you can always go to the trade manager. There's a Imperial fishing person in Duvenkroon. They give you 250% more money for your fish, but they are very picky with what kind of fish that they will take. Their availability isn't always there either. They have a list of all the fish that they want and how much you can sell to them each day, and these amounts are shared between every player that is selling to them. You'll see right here that the burbots, which are the typical fish of Duvenkroon, are always out of stock. But if you do sell one, they'll give you 250,000 for it. You can also take these fish, trade them, as with anything in the trading business, travel to a whole nother town, say you go all the way out to the desert town, you'll get a travel bonus. If you don't want to do that and you just want to get rid of your fish, bring them to this trade guy, he'll still give you a good chunk of them. You can always play the bargaining game too, and I'll cover the bargaining game and some more trading stuff later, but you can always just sell them off right there. Little chunk of money, not a big deal. But the biggest prizes are certainly the relic fragments, the ancient relic crystal shards. These, they sell for a good chunk, or you can get the memory frags, like I said. You also get the Layla's petals, which can be turned into fairies, which, if you don't have the best fairy yet, is always a very efficient method of doing that. This has just been a very simple fishing guide. There's not a whole lot to go on there. As you level up your fishing, you have a better chance to get prize fish, which are orange, and they sell for a couple mil apiece. But there's not a ton of things that actually affect it. There's no fishing mastery, there's no... Well, there's fishing mastery, but it really doesn't increase a whole lot. There's no point in getting thousands and thousands of mastery just to fish. Of course, mastery is good for other things, so as you get more, your prize catch rate does increase, and that is a nice little bonus, but certainly not something to be going out of your way for. And I definitely can't recommend fishing as your only life skill that you do. If you guys have any more questions, please let me know. There are special spots for active fishing. Those will probably be covered in a later time. This is just very basic how to get started on fishing, but you're welcome to go out on boats, go into the ocean, and farm what they call hot spots. But those require a bit more information and know-how and a higher fishing level. So for now, have a good day, folks.